So, you want to sell on Amazon? Well, you have come to the right place. I'm going to give you all the secrets of selling on Amazon for the first time. I know there are a lot of videos out there, but I'm going to tell you what I know. And how do I know? Because I just did it for the first time. And I'm going to tell you all the little quirks and the secrets and all the things that I learned that they're not going to tell you on those other websites that just make selling on Amazon seem, quite daunting. But it isn't. I did it, so you can do it. So if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And please give the video a like so more people will be able to find my videos. And make sure to click on notify if you want to see whether my adventures manage to succeed in starting my Amazon empire or whether it fizzles out. But let's get to the start, which is how to sign up. And one of the secrets is that it's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up to get on Amazon. And the thing is, in order to actually kind of get at the tools so you can actually see whether you can be profitable, you have to sign up, right? It's like there are other tools to do that, but you don't need to do that. You need to sign up first. So in order to do that, Amazon has two selling plans. And one is an individual seller plan, or the other one is a professional plan. Now, the thing is, they make it really hard to sign up for the professional plan. And whatever you do not click on this orange sign up button, right? This is the one that sends you to their professional plan, which is $40 a month. But if you're like me and you just want to get your feet in the water and you don't want to have any big commitments like $40 a month when you don't know whether you're going to sell 5 things or 50 things or maybe one thing, you don't know. And you don't want to pay the $40. Now, it's almost impossible to find the link. But here's the secret, and this is the big one. You have to go sell.amazon.com/sell.html. Go to this link. Do not go to any other link that you get from Google because a lot of the pages don't even have the link to sign up as an individual user on it. So, and they bury the link in this page. It's like a million miles long. You bounce off the bottom, you go up just a little bit, and in this teeny little print here, it says sign up to become an individual seller. All right. You click here, right? Don't click the big orange button because once you click the big orange button and put your email address in there, it is forever linked with a professional setup and you cannot get out of it. It's like, once you log in with that email, it will immediately just shove you into the $40 a month plan. So that's like bad on Amazon for making it so hard for an individual seller to sign up. But good thing you're on my video because I'm telling you this is how you find it. All right. So now, while it's free to sign up, the sign up process does require you to go through a lot of things to get verified. Okay, so you're going to be prepared. You're going to have a driver's license. You're going to have a bank statement. You're going to have, a bank account. And you put in all this personal information. And then you think you're going to be able to get your Amazon account. No, you have to wait for this postcard to come in the mail, right? It's like they have to verify your address. And the only way they can do it is by sending you this. This is not a postcard. It's much bigger than a postcard. And UPS sends it. And then you have to put in the number that's on that card in order to continue the process of signing up. So this adds like a couple days onto your whole process. I thought I could just sign up in one day and get started. And no, it's like, it's total stop. I have to wait for that postcard to come. So, but once you get that postcard, then you have to do a bunch of other things because now you have to go through this 2-step verification. So you have to have a phone that's going to send you a text message. And I'll tell you, for as many programs as Amazon has, the whole process seems a little bit buggy. It was like it would ask you to click the button to send the message to your phone and then not provide any place to actually type in the number. Right? I'm not exactly sure what happened, but There were a couple frustrating moments like that where it just didn't make any sense, right? So, but if you keep on refreshing the page, keep on going through it, eventually you'll work your way through it. I'm just telling you, that's one of the secrets is that, yeah, that you might be scratching your head for a while trying to figure out what their instructions are and why it can't work. It would repeatedly, they have you do captchas, and it would keep on saying that the captcha is wrong, but no, I typed in the captcha right. So this is one of the things to watch out for. Okay, so you've decided. So once you get things all set up, now you're ready to start selling stuff. Now, if you watch the other videos, you have to go sign up with Alibaba and buy like $5,000 worth of product and get started that way. It's like, no one is going to do that who's just getting started, right? You just want to sell anything, right? Just to learn how the system works. And so what I did was that I watched some other videos, and they showed that people were able to buy some things from the dollar store, and that they could actually sell profitably, right? So that's what I did. I went and I looked at my local dollar store, and I found some things that I could sell. So certainly one of the things you can sell are books. Another thing that I found was actually this As Seen on TV UVC antivirus light, great for the pandemic. And this is one other little secret I'm going to give you, is that occasionally Dollar Tree will sell this As Seen on TV 1995 stuff for $1, right? But this is very rare, and I just happened to walk in the store that day and see they got a pile of these things, right, for $1. And so I bought like 20 of them, right? So I bought 20 of them. I packed 19 of them. I kept one in case I need to do a return or something, or I need to reference, or someone has a question. So I have at least one product in hand. So that's another hint that maybe you want to do. You want to buy your inventory and like keep one in case there's a problem. So that's what I did. So check out the videos on, it's called Retail Arbitrage with Dollar Tree. And you'll find a couple videos like that, and that'll give you ideas. So that's one of the secrets, is that you don't have to buy a shipping load worth of containers worth of stuff to start an Amazon. You can start your Amazon empire from things you buy at the Dollar Tree for $1. That's the great thing about the Dollar Tree, is that all your inventory costs $1, right? It makes it very easy to calculate what your profit would be and such. So that's what I did. So one of the other secrets is that once you are set up with your Amazon, you go and you say you add products, right? And you might think, well, I'm going to add a product, but then I have to make a listing and all that other stuff. It's like, well, no, that's one of the secrets, is that you do not have to do that. Okay? The thing is, if you're selling a pre-existing product like this UV light, or a book that has a UPC symbol on it or ISBN number on it, and if you can find it already being sold on Amazon, then boom, you do not have to make any listing at all. You just sell on this existing listing, right? So they're already selling this thing on Amazon, right? So I can see that they're selling it for $10.85. I can see that whoever's selling this thing, they've only got one left. And I can see a lot of things about it. Now, curiously enough, so this whole listing comes for free, although for some reason this does not have the critical rank on this. So I don't know how many of these things are being sold per month. So, but that's probably one of your questions. Like, if I get one of these things, like how many of these things are they selling, right? So the closest thing I could do is find something, similar. I mean, there's a couple similar products down here, right? So you go find some similar, and they're all much more expensive. It's like amazing that they sell this for $10.99, and probably these guys are probably getting it from the dollar store as well. And hopefully it's not a race to the bottom, but if you're watching this video and you think you're going to go sell it, that's like, yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of competition. But we can check to see how much money, how much does Amazon keep out of this, right? Okay, so there's a one tool that you can look up that allows you to figure that out. So I think if you search for Amazon calculator, uh, and here's the URL, which is pricing.html, cost calculator. You can put in your cost of your goods, like it's $1. If your listing price is $15, and it's a book fulfilled by Amazon, and your book is like a 1.5 pounds, this will tell you what you'll actually make. So for a $15 book, Amazon takes 2/3 of it, right? So you're left with $5. And so the thing is that the fees consist of basically two things. One is the basically the commission. They call it referral fees. Typically 15%, but it's more on books. And there are a bunch of other extra fees on books. But this will give you a basic idea while you're in the dollar store. Is this thing going to be profitable? So basically, you're looking for anything that sells over $10 will be profitable, right? Maybe you won't make that much, but you can calculate it by using this tool here. Now, I did mention, how many of these things actually, sell. So the way you do that, you look into the what you want to do is you want to find a ranking. So you go like UV light sterilizer wand. And there is one free tool that you can do. It's called Unicorn Smasher. And what that does, it installs a little button on your browser. And when you click on it, it looks at the search results and it makes a guess at how many of these things have sold per month, right? So this is like the same thing that the more expensive tools like Jungle Scout theoretically do. So we can see that, for this hand sanitizer one, they're estimating 129 of these being sold per month. So that's a pretty good clip, right? So if I click onto there, I'm going to see whether this one has the critical. And here's the secret. This is the thing that you're looking for. You're looking for the rank. So 87,309. So the way that Unicorn Smasher calculates this is that they have some idea of what this rank means and how that corresponds to the number of products that are sold. Now, there's another place you can go to which is free, so you can kind of plug in this. This is sellerapp.com/Amazon sales estimator.html. And what you do is you plug in their sales rank. Oop, it's not that. The sales rank was 87,309. 87,309. So you put that in there, you calculate, and they're saying that they sell between 3 to 7 per day, right? So that's a pretty good clip. So I've got 19 of these lights going out, and if that light, which is similar and costs more, can get that many sales, then my light should get more sales, you would think, right? Then this thing's expensive. This is like $50, right? Let's see what I'm proposing to sell. So I'm proposing to sell that light at the current pricing here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Well, I wasn't expecting that screen. Let's go back to manage FBA inventory here. So I click on that. Okay, I get this listing here. So 1085 is the current is what's called the buy box. So this buy box thing is a little confusing. So this is another little secret, is that what happens is that everybody is selling on this same listing, right? There are a bunch of sellers who are selling this, right? So you click on this, new and open box from $8.99, and it will show you like all of these sellers who are selling exactly the same thing. So what does this mean? Okay, what 1085 means is that is the Amazon Prime FBA seller. So these are the guys who can deliver you product in 2 days, right? Now these other guys, like I said, ships from, that doesn't say Amazon. That means that they're doing the shipping themselves, and it takes longer. So we're not really competing against those guys. What you're competing against against these people who ships from Amazon. These are the FBA sellers like you're going to be, right? So, but that's open box. We don't really care. We want brand new. So you see all these sellers here are not selling fulfillment by Amazon. It ships from there. But here's another seller who's selling for 1088, which is a little bit more, and probably it because this guy's only 3 cents cheaper. That's why he got the buy box here, right? So you'd think that if you want your products to sell, you just like put it in the bargain basement. But the one bit of advice I did here, which I think is true, is that you shouldn't try and drive the price down as low as possible, because everybody loses in that situation. What you really want to do is try and maintain the highest price possible. So because if you just drive the price down, there's like no one can make any money here. But so the advice was to put it a little bit cheaper than the guy who's already there, or the same, in the hopes that perhaps this guy will run out, because like this guy only has, say, one left in stock. Order soon. Now there's some tricks to find out, how many of this product that this guy has, right? So let me show you that trick. This is a pretty cool little secret here. So you have to go and look at all the sellers. Let's look at this other guy who's got product, but for a little bit more. So we'll add to cart there, right? So let's look at our cart here. Now you can set the quantity here to 9 or something, and we can see right away that even this seller only has 2 of these available. So, and if they're selling like 70 per day, then by the time my product gets to the marketplace, these guys will be sold out. So I think I could potentially make my price higher, right? Because these guys are going to be sold out. I mean, this product is really worth $20 at least, really. So what I can do is I can go back and I can manage my price. And I'm thinking that, by the time my products get there, that it will support a $14.99 price. And I know that, the current seller, I checked their inventory and they had 40 like yesterday. And now they're down to 1. So it's like these things are selling very, very quickly. Actually that was being sold at $8.99. So he sold out. These other guys only have 3 or 4 units. So I'm going to click there. And so it's going to say that for some reason in this fast computer world, this is going to take like 15 minutes for it to actually register this change for some reason, right? So you see that it's still saying 1085. But you can use this click on this link here. It will show you what your actual costs are. So here are some secrets here, that if you're selling books, the fees are much higher. That's what I said, that when you're selling books, they're much higher. So you've got the referral fee, which is, I think, higher than 15%. Then you've got these other fees. There's what's called a closing fee for media. This means extra charge for books. Then you've got the 99-cent per item charge for the individual seller plan. And then you've got your FBA fees for the £1.50. Now, one of the little secrets here is that this FBA fee doesn't change. I mean, that's just based on the size of your package and the weight of your package. So if you can manage to sell this book for $30, your referral fee will go up. Maybe that'll double, but your FBA fee will remain stable, and you will get a lot more proceeds. So obviously, the more your product costs, the more proportionally you get to keep. Now, if we go back and look at let's see whether it's finally updated to 14.99. Oh yeah, so it's updated to 14.99. We can see that the only fee, so that's the 225 is 15%, and then the only other fee is just the 99 cents per fee, and then the FBA fee based upon the size there, and that's it. So I'll get $8.44, and if I manage to sell all of those units, my 19 units, then I will make 160 bucks. So, not a huge amount of money, but this is all about just starting and getting some experience with this. Because if this works, then yeah, then maybe you can go watch the other videos and go buy a container full of the latest widgets and sell thousands of them and have yourself a real income. But this video, it's about just getting started. And I'm giving you all the little secrets that you'll need to do that. Now, one funny thing is that when I tried to sell this healthy this UV sanitizing light, it fell under kind of the pesticides category. And when I tried to add this, it said I had to have approval from the manufacturer who is on tell. So I had to press a button, say request permission, and I don't know where that request went, but it came back fairly quickly. Said, yes, you're approved based on your previous sales, which is nothing. But then it also said that you have to take the course on the FIRITA, was like pesticide regulations course. And but fortunately, Amazon has a link, says go click on this link, and it was about 45 minutes for me to go through. I had to answer like 20 questions. I had to get like 80% of them correct. It was really high pressure, but no. But it was nice that that they had that course. So that's another little quirk or secret that you might have depending on what kind of things you're selling. But that was a little bit exotic because of the UV. But no one else will tell you about that. That they have Amazon has these courses, so you can learn exactly the things that you need in order to sell whatever product that they want to do. But if you're selling books, they don't make you do any of that. So you can sort of stick this with selling books. Okay, so I've shown you, how to price the product. You have to be, if you want to be in the buy box, you have to be the lowest price, and you want to have products where they're going to sell, at least a couple per month, and you figure that out based on the sales rank, right? So based on the sales rank for these two products, it's like, yeah, they're going to sell a couple. I would expect them to sell a couple per week for both of these, really. So that seemed to be okay, right? Now, one thing I want to tell you as a secret about the books is that you want to make sure that when you're in the store that they don't have any marks on it. What they'll do to make a book an overstock, they'll put a black mark in like the spine or something like that. And that makes the book so it cannot be sold new. So when I go in the Dollar Tree, I looked at like one book and it had the black dot on it, but then I looked at another book and it did not have the black dot on it. And what you want to make sure is the books are clean of any cuts or black dots or anything weird. Me personally, when I picked up the book, I flipped through every single page to make sure it was absolutely brand new. So that's another secret there. If you're going to sell a book from the Dollar Tree, don't get the ones with the dots, okay? Because those cannot be sold as new, right? So that is a couple more hints for you. And oh yeah, I forgot about when as you're going through the process of signing up, there's one other validation, which is they have to validate your credit card. And that takes like 24 hours where they charge like a cent onto your credit card to see whether it's good. But until they do that, you cannot add any products onto your list. So that's yet another speed bump on your way to signing up. But once you do that, then you can go ahead and they give you your full access to your account, and you can start looking at it. Now, another thing I haven't mentioned is that they have the app, And let's see here. I've got a picture of the app around here. There we go. So this is a picture of the mobile app. And so if you're in the dollar store and you're looking at this and you're wondering what the heck do all these numbers mean? Okay, so you've got your rank up there. So it's less than 7 million. So it's selling more than one book per month, hopefully, right? But you'd have to go look that up in the other website to see exactly what the deal is. So what they show here is this the low price. Now what this low price is the lowest price including shipping. Now this is by any seller, not just FBA sellers who have Amazon Prime. This could be, and this is probably a seller where they're shipping it themselves. So this is not exactly comparable. Here you can tell exactly what the fees are going to be. The fees are going to be the same, but pretty much anywhere in this range. And you can see what the gross proceeds are going to be, which is going to be, $6. Okay, now considering that you're getting the book for $1, that's $5 in profits without considering anything else. Now there are a couple other things here. So this box says $22.99 Amazon. So what does that mean? Okay, so the secret here is that Amazon itself can sell a book. And they're obviously not being very competitive because to buy it directly from Amazon costs $22.99, and that's what it needs. Now, what does this mean? FBA offers. Okay, these are the people like you who are going to be selling stuff from Amazon, and there's one seller, and he's the lowest at $13, right? So I think that this is the price that you can probably actually sell this book for on Amazon, $13. And then there's a bunch of other offers. So, but that's what this means. So in the store, you can use this app to kind of figure out whether you got a winner or you got a loser, right? But I'm telling you, at a buck is like, if you can find anything that says, bestseller list, it's probably going to be a winner, right? But once again, it's like, you can only get so many books. Like this particular one I researched and I found 4 of them in one store and 5 of them in another. I cleared them out, but that's it. I can't get any more. But this is kind of like a problem of repeatability, right? But we're not trying to make a living off of this. We're just trying to get started with as low of an entry point as possible, right? Because how much have I risked? I just bought like $30 worth of stuff at the dollar store, right? Can you risk $30? Yeah, you can risk $30. There's the secret, right? You can start with less than $50, really. Realistically, less than $50, you can start selling on Amazon. Okay, now once you go and you buy all your products, right? So I bought all these products. Let's see here. So here's my pile of products I bought from the dollar store. So I got my books. I've got 9 books, and I've got 20 of these lights. Okay, so what do you do now, right? You got to get this to Amazon, right? That must cost a fortune. But actually, it doesn't. So here's the other secret. So once you go ahead and get your stock, then you can make a shipment that you send to Amazon. So let's see here. So you go to Manage FBA Shipments. And what you do when you're creating these things is that you say how much product you have. So I had 2 different products with different quantities. So I put the quantities in, and then what it does is that it runs some magical process where it splits up your products into different warehouses to send to Amazon, right? And you don't get any choice about this. You think you'd be able to just send all your stuff to one place, and that would make sense. Except this is a secret, is that it doesn't work that way. They look at your product and they send some to the East Coast, they send some to the West Coast, they send some to the middle, probably depending on what they know about that product and to put it closest to the buyers at any given time. But you don't get to choose, and each one of those individual box shipments costs you money, right? So one of the little secrets was that initially I'd only set up to ship like the books, and it like when wanted the books to go into like 3 different places. So I'd send 2 here, 2 there, 3 there. It's like that's annoying. But then I added the lights, and then suddenly it said, "Oh, you only have to send to 2 places, and we're going to send all the lights and most of your books to Stockton, California, and we're going to send 2 books to Minnesota for some reason." And so then I only have 2 places to send, and I'm sending a lot more stuff. So I sent like 27 stuff. So you're thinking, okay, well, that's a lot of stuff to send, right? Doesn't that cost a lot? And what you have to do is that you have to weigh your shipment, and you have to get the dimensions of the shipment. So you put the weight here and the dimensions. And what they do is they print out a shipping label for you. Now, I calculated how much it would cost to exactly send this the same box from where I live in Seattle to Stockton, California, and it was like the cheapest was like $40, and I was like, I'd take a kick out of the profits there. But here's the secret: is that Amazon gets a smoking hot deal on shipping. Is that the same box for Amazon to ship is only $6.55, right? That's like a pittance, right? So it turns out if I take my total shipping cost, the other box costs like $4.50 to ship. If you take the total shipping cost, it was about $10. So between my 27 items, it ended up being like 40 cents for shipping to Amazon. So it's like each of my items cost $1.10 because plus tax, plus 40 cents. So it's like $1.50 is my actual cost there, right? So, but yeah, the 40 cents hurts a lot because it's like my whole product costs $1.10. So the whole that shipping costs like 50% of my thing. But it's a buck. This is the beauty of the dollar store. It's like your product costs so little. It's just ridiculous. So you go and you print out these labels, and then you put them in the boxes. And so this is what my boxes look like. So I've got my 2 boxes. There's 2 books in there. And then there's this big gigantic box that has got everything else in it. And it's a good thing I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon because all of my packaging comes for free. They just send, so I'm just sending their packaging back to them. So except now that I keep all my packaging and all the little bubbles and everything that comes with it, so I can go ahead and pack it. So that's another secret for you. So now you have a reason for saying, no, I'm keeping all those boxes. There's a huge pile of them over there, but there's a reason, right? So there's another secret for you. Let's see if I can look at my notes here and see whether I have any other secrets for you guys. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there was a thing about when you're doing the shipments that you should probably buy your stock before you start entering your shipments, because after you set the initial quantity, then there's very limited things that you can do to change that, right? So you can change it by 1 or 2 items, that's okay, but you cannot radically change it. So don't like fill out your entire shipping form before you actually figure out how many things you're shipping. So one other hint to do that, to leave you with. And one final hint is that I used a program called Veed, so I could be talking to you in Little Corner and show the screenshot. So I think that's what I have for you. And like I said, if you like this video and you want to see what happened to my sales, then make sure to subscribe and get notifications and like the video. So, but good luck on your Amazon fulfillment by Amazon first timers. All right, let me know how you do in the comments. So send me comments. I promise I'll read all of them and reply to everything. And I wish you luck. But that's for all. Bye bye.